What kind of music do chiropractors like? Hip-hop. Today, I'm going to recap a 2009 action sci-fi film called Terminator Salvation. A quick warning, there will be major spoilers ahead. The movie begins in 2003. Dr. Serena Kogan of Cyberdyne Systems convinces death row inmate Marcus Wright to sign his body over for medical research. She tells him that if he is willing to donate his body to science, they will be able to conduct some experiments on him, hoping to have a bright future for humanity. The next day, the man is put to death by lethal injection. The doctor then retrieves his body, and then we are taken to the year 2018. We see John Connor, who decided to be a soldier when he saw the future 21 years ago. He is now a soldier and is leading his team on a mission where they have to attack a Skynet base. John discovers human prisoners and plans for the development of a new type of Terminator incorporating living tissue, but is the only apparent survivor of the attack after the base is destroyed in a small nuclear explosion. However, Marcus emerges from the wreckage of the base and proceeds on foot to Los Angeles. Connor makes his way to the Resistance Command headquarters, where they plan all their operations. Connor jumps out of the helicopter and makes his way inside. He is pissed and asks his superiors what they even get out of that mission, other than losing his whole team. He is, however, told that they have found a bug that will intercept their machines when they are communicating. The general tells Connor that they are gonna have to test it, and for that, they have no more than 4 days as Skynet plans to kill the Resistance's command staff in 4 days' time. Learns that his own name is second on the list, following Kyle Reese. The Resistance leaders are unaware of Kyle's importance to Skynet, but John knows that it is because Kyle will later become his father. John meets with his officer Barnes and wife Kate. He listens to audio recorded by his mom, who tells him that if he wants to win the war against Skynet, he is going to have to find Kyle Reese before they kill him, and sends radio broadcasts to Resistance members and surviving civilians around the world. Elsewhere, Marcus goes out and sees a whole city in ruins, as if the whole city has gone through a big war. When he walks the streets of that city, he is attacked by a T-600 Terminator. However, before he could get hurt, he is saved by someone, and this someone turns out to be Kyle Reese. He also has a little girl with him, whose name is Star. Marcus is unable to understand why he is being attacked by a machine. Reese tells him that he is in 2018, and the ruins he sees around him are what happened on Judgment Day. They also finish off the robot. Back in the Resistance headquarters, Connor checks a device that is used to receive the signals. He tests it, and decides to use it on a bigger platform. The night has fallen. Marcus, Star, and Kyle Reese are out in the open. Marcus repairs an old radio and receives a message. He hears someone telling them that if they are listening, they are a part of the Resistance, an enemy of Skynet. Then the man on the radio says that the Resistance is divided into multiple groups, but they have to form a single group and fight together. In the end, the man on the radio says that his name is John Connor. The next day, Marcus repairs a car and decides to head out, but the direction he is going in is where Skynet is based. Kyle Reese tells him that it is not wise to go there, as those people are dangerous. In the meantime, the music player in the car starts working. They get into the car and drive away. However, the Terminator keeps following them, and he scans Kyle's face and sends it to Skynet. Marcus then attacks the Terminator with a toolkit, and it is destroyed. Elsewhere, Connor sees some movement of the enemy in the ruined city of LA. He decides to check it by sending 2 jets. The group of 3 then comes across another group of people belonging to the Resistance, but they refuse to help them. An old woman, however, feels bad for them and gives them something to eat. This is when they get attacked by Terminators. The Terminator picks up that old woman and runs off. While the others manage to run away from the machine, Marcus spots a container full of oil and decides to hit the Terminator with it. He hits it, and Kyle shoots the container, but much to their dismay, the container does not blast. Star then gives them a fire stick. They manage to pull off the blast and drive away. However, the big Terminator survives the blast and sends the 2 small ones to follow their van. While Marcus drives, Kyle takes shots at the Terminators following them. He eventually manages to kill one of them, but the other one seems to be too quick and intelligent. As they drive on a bridge, a plane Terminator comes in front of them, and Marcus ends up losing control of the van. As a result, they fall off the bridge. However, they are caught by the giant Terminator, who puts them in a plane, where he already has many other people locked up. Marcus tries to save Star and Kyle, but he himself gets attacked by the other small Terminators. In the meantime, the fighter jets sent by Connor get to that location detecting movement. They save Marcus's life, and then follow the giant Terminator plan, which happens to be the most powerful of them all. The giant Terminator leaves another small fighter Terminator, and that ends up destroying one of the fighter jets. Back at the Resistance headquarters, Connor can see everything, as he says that this giant Terminator is there for a big reason. Connor right away contacts the pilot in the other jet and tells her to evacuate right away. Marcus gets himself together and starts walking. Having decided to save both Star and Kyle, he runs into the female pilot named Blair Williams. He helps her get out of the plane and asks her where did that plane go. She says that if he really hates them that much, he should go to the Resistance headquarters with her, because Connor would help him for sure. He agrees, and they make their way to the headquarters. On the way, Marcus tells Blair to wait for him as he goes somewhere. When Blair is alone, some people show up there and harass her. Marcus gets back in time and beats the shit out of everyone. Blair says that she thought only the machines were the enemies of humans, but humans are even worse than the machines. She is impressed by Marcus, and they start getting closer. Connor, along with his other partner, comes out in the open to test some devices, and they go through a few blasts to check the power and range of the device. As they do that, the hunter planes show up, and Connor and the other man hide behind a boulder while they trap the plane and destroy it. Connor reports to the headquarters, saying their new device is good to go, so they are ready to go into the war against Skynet. They then decide that they are going to attack all the networks of Skynet the next day at 4, and Connor, along with his team, will attack the bases of Skynet. Connor then asks his superior that the Skynet headquarters is full of hostages, and if they have any plan to save them. The man is, however, told that this is war, and people die in war. If he wants to become a leader, he is gonna have to make his peace with it. Connor does not agree. The scene then changes to Marcus and Blair, who are close to the headquarters. They have set up a lot of mine traps, and if any machine gets closer, it will be destroyed. Marcus ends up stepping on a landmine, and at blast, he gets badly injured. They right away take him to the hospital, and when the doctor takes off his shirt to check his heartbeat, all of them are shocked to see his body. It is revealed that he is in fact a cyborg with human organs, a mechanical endoskeleton, circuitry, and a partially artificial cerebral cortex. Connor asks him if he is a human or a machine. Marcus says that his name is Marcus, and he is a human. When Marcus sees his body in the mirror, he too is shocked. This is the result of the papers he signed before he was executed. Marcus then tells Connor that he was born in 1975, and he heard his voice 2 days ago on the radio. Marcus then adds that Star and Kyle Reese have been captured by Skynet. Blair tells them that he is a human for sure, because he saved her life, but the doctor says that he did so only to get here, and now he is going to kill them all. The doctor says that they are going to separate all parts of his body and try to learn more about Skynet. Connor is confused, and he is also worried about Kyle Reese, as he is still a hostage at Skynet, and they are going to attack Skynet the next day. Blair trusts Marcus, and she is worried that these people are going to kill him, so she lets him free, and both of them get out of there. They are, however, spotted by the guards, who launch a missile on them, which they escape, but they have been surrounded. It turns out the bullets have little to no effect on Marcus, so Blair asks him to run while she herself gets caught. Marcus goes toward the river, and a helicopter follows him. They, however, get attacked by the Terminators, and many soldiers are killed. When a machine is about to attack John, Marcus comes out of the water and saves his life. They then form an alliance. Marcus will enter Skynet's headquarters and attempt to disable its defenses so that John can rescue Kyle. John demands that Ashdown delay the attack so that he can rescue Kyle and the other prisoners, but Ashdown refuses and relieves John of his command. However, John's soldiers remain loyal to him, and he sends a radio broadcast asking the other resistance fighters not to attack Skynet. Meanwhile, Marcus enters the Skynet base and interfaces with the computer, disabling the perimeter defenses and allowing John to infiltrate the cell block and release the human prisoners. The Resistance's disabling signal is revealed to be a ruse, and the command submarine, with the Resistance leaders aboard, is destroyed by a hunter-killer. Refusing to accept his fate, Marcus tears out the hardware, linking him to Skynet, and leaves to aid John. John locates Kyle and Star, but they are ambushed by a T-800 Terminator. As Kyle and Star escape, Marcus appears and fights the T-800, while John rakes together nuclear fuel cells to destroy the facility. Marcus is soon outclassed in strength and temporarily disabled, until John comes to his aid, after which John is stabbed through the chest by the T-800 from behind. Marcus destroys the T-800 by tearing its head off. Marcus, John, Kyle, and Star are airlifted out. John detonates the explosives, destroying a stockpile of Skynet's weapons, including the T-800s with the base. At a field hospital, John's injury is deemed terminal, so Marcus offers his heart for transplantation, sacrificing himself to save John. As he recovers, John radios to other Resistance fighters that although this battle has been won, the war continues. If you enjoyed this video, don't be shy to hit the like button, and if you disliked it, hit the dislike button twice, just to be sure. You should watch the whole movie. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe for more video like this.